Okay, I had a question this week about how would you know if, say, for instance, if you need a fill. And my answer is pretty simple. I think that everybody is different. Everybody has a different size stomach. Everybody has a different size band. Everybody doesn't have the same feelings. So I would think that you have to really get to know your body, for one. Part of that getting to know your body is measuring out your food, especially when you get to the solid food stage, because anything that's liquid or anything that's too easily digested does not count to know whenever your band is holding up for you or not. You need something that is measured out between a half of a cup to 3/4 of a cup, and eat slowly, and basically do it like you're supposed to, between protein first and moving your way up from there. And just make it to where you try to stop at half a cup, but if you happen to do more than half a cup, be careful and keep in mind that you may be eating more than what you actually need to eat. Another thing would be, say for instance, for me, I think that some people don't feel the same at different sizes, because they may not have the same feeling of full than other people, or maybe they may have a scare, like say the first time they get something stuck and they're like, are you crazy? That's nuts. I don't want it to feel that way. So they back off of the fill. So it really depends on you as a person. For me, what I do is, right now I'm doing mainly protein shakes, because I have, of course, a hair loss issue for more than one different thing going on with, say for instance, I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which increases my chance for male pattern baldness, facial hair growth, acne, and of course weight gain is another one. That's what qualified me for the surgery. And infertility, which I had that problem. I adopted 3 kids, and a whole bunch of other crap that happened. But anyway, so for me, since I already had that ability of losing hair, I don't want to do the Rogaine stuff, because I'm a hairdresser and I know the different products that are out there, and Naloxone and that kind of stuff. Someone approached me about that recently, and all Naloxone does, if you really read the bottle, all it does is just say it's basically there to help kind of plump up the hair shaft. Okay, it's not going to grow back the hair. Your hair grows off your blood. It doesn't grow off of what you wash your hair with. So if you're looking at doing Rogaine, I wouldn't do Rogaine in my situation because of the facial hair growth stuff. If it really does what people are saying it does, not making the hair grow back because it puts something back into the scalp or whatever, God, I'd be afraid, because that means all this hair I've been fighting to fight back that I want to have burned off, it'll be like a full beard. So I might need a sex change after I'm done using that stuff, to be honest. So forget it. I'm not doing it. I'm trying to stay as feminine looking as I possibly can. So no, I would rather try the protein. It's feeding my hair from where the source is coming from the blood, and maybe that was something I needed in the long run anyway, because I think before I even had this surgery, I had never eaten as much protein as I eat now. And I've never been so big on protein, because before I would be like, my husband wanted to eat a steak, and I'd be like, God, man, red meat, gross. Every once in a while I would want it, but majority of the time I was like, oh, I'd want chicken mainly. That's all I wanted to eat, but I didn't eat a whole bunch of it because that's not what was around the house. For me, it was more, I wanted carbohydrates, and stuff like that. So I think that was a lot of my problem too, is that I'm not getting enough protein. But I've noticed that since I've been eating a lot, or doing a lot more protein, my hair is coming back. I'm not losing nearly as much. It's back to where it was before I even considered surgery. And it actually feels better. So I'm thinking that it's going to do well with the protein. So I'm going to stick with that. Other than that, this is what my routine is. I have incorporated this information for y'all guys. I have calculated all of the vitamins, and of course, including in the vitamins, I've included all the fiber choice and stuff like that I take during the day. And adding all that up together with everything I'm taking for vitamins. That's 120 calories. I'm doing, right now, I put myself on a schedule because I work a grueling 10 hours a day, and it only gives me like 10 minutes of a break time every 2 hours, and I get an hour lunch, and then I see my family like after 7:30. So I was like, okay, you know, the shakes actually fit during this routine, so I'm going to do 3 shakes a day. That's 330 calories, and 1 solid meal if I'm going to do like a regular meal, and 2 snacks, and you know, try to work in something, you know, I have a little extra free space there to try and keep under 800 calories from all the calculations I've done. And I've kind of told myself that 200 calories is the goal of what I want for the solid food. If I'm going to eat a solid dinner, is what I'm calling a food. It's like something solid, not the drinkable protein. That 200 calories is around the ballpark I'm looking for. No more than 250. I'm trying to stay low and think small, and you know, trying to make sure I keep that all together for 800 calories a day, because I've noticed when I stay closer to 800 calories, I do better with losing than I do if I stay closer to 1200 calories a day. But that's basically it. And of course, the fruit. The doctor has put me on, of course, a 3-strike rule. I don't follow it completely because he told me after 3 strikes that I was out as far as like eating certain foods. I'm sorry, but I love chicken. You can't make me stop eating it. I have stopped eating bread, so that's one of the things I don't eat nearly as much. If I eat, it's a very tiny, small nibble, and I'm throwing something else in there real quick to make it go down, because I've learned a trick. If you pair things up sometimes and you know something's going to get stuck, you pair it up with something and it will kind of buffer it some and knock it down. So that's, at least for me anyway. But oranges and pineapples and grapes, so far I've tried those with the skins, by the way. No problems, not getting anything stuck. So I'm doing very, very well with that. That's pretty much everything I have for you guys. I've already made 3 videos and went overboard because I like to talk. But that is my day today. But anyway, I will talk to y'all later, and I hope you have a great day. Think pleasant thoughts and keep positive, and you know, do your activities. You know, keep yourself active. Don't slow down for anything. Don't let anybody do any work for you. If you have to get a glass of water, go get it yourself. You know, is my new thing now. I don't let my kids do all the work for me anymore and go after things. I, you know, do it myself. So anyway, I will talk to y'all guys later, and y'all have a good week.